you buying new clothes every month, honey? Tell me, girl. I want to know. Literally, I'm going to wear my clothes 100 times, boo. I'm not the celebrity. Y'all are. Like, what? So today we're going to be talking about budgeting, payday budgeting. And before I start, let's just hash out a few things. Like, why are you not subscribing? Why are you not liking the channel? You know, why are you not watching all our videos? Okay, if you like what we do here, please like and subscribe. I would highly appreciate that, right? So, what do you do? How do you budget? How do you start all of the shenanigans? A lot of you guys think you're budgeting because your budgeting ends up in your head. Girl, girls and boys. Girls and boys, that's not budgeting. You're not budgeting your head, honey. Your budget needs to be a proper plan. And y'all are going to excuse me. I'm not prepped today, but I was like, I need to keep my people on track. Okay, I need to keep them on track and make sure that they stay winning like me. All right, so y'all are going to forgive me for not presenting myself today. Okay, but yeah, back to the budgeting. Let's start off with a few things that keep taking you guys off of track. Apart from the fact that y'all are not actually like writing down like your budget, like you don't have a place to track stuff. This is a question. Hello, hi to you back there who says you budget in your head. How do you track your spending for 7 months? And how, tell me, how do you reasonably like track and compare your spending, you know, when everything stays in your head? You're not budgeting, you're just using money, okay, and you don't know where your money is going, right? If I had to ask you what you did with your January salary, what would you say? Would you remember? I don't think so, because I wouldn't too. All right, instant gratification. Let's start off with the things that literally are defeating our budgets, literally playing as the negatives. Instant gratification. What happens when you get paid and you get all excited and someone went on a trip, you want to go on a trip too, or you saw something you like and now you want to go get it, right? You run along to Cross Train or Sports Scene or whatever shop that is and you go buy flops for 600 rand, right? Because you saw them, whatever branded flops that you saw, and they cost 650 and you buy them, girl. Okay, you only have 1,000 rand, but you're like, you only live once. I gotta buy myself these branded slides or whatever. And then you wake up tomorrow and you regret everything. You're like, I can't believe I bought this stuff for 650.
I want my money back.
That's what I do.
I want my money back. I don't know what I was doing.
Like 650, like, girl, for flops. Better stop. It's instant gratification. Instant gratification does not last. You see something in the moment, right? And it hypes you up and you want it right now. And you just like, I can't wait to get paid so I can dash over to the store. But like, honestly speaking, like 3 days is too much. Like 2 hours after you actually swipe that card or you pay that cash, how do you really feel? How do you really feel? Right? Stop playing into your emotions, boo. Stop playing into your emotions. If you're going to be successful with your money, you need to stop emotional spending. It's called emotional spending because it makes you happy for that one moment. Okay, you go buy that Nike or you go buy that Adidas, whatever piece it is, or that Gucci bag, and then the next hour after you swipe, you regret it because you were just like, but I didn't need a Gucci bag worth that much. Okay, I could have saved that money. Damn straight, you could have saved that money. Huh? You out here chasing Gucci bags. And girl, you don't even have a Gucci house. Stop spending money that you shouldn't be spending, okay? Instant gratification is like the biggest killer in our 20s, where we just spend because we feel young, we want to have certain things, and we just don't think that, you know what, maybe I could just save, because like saving is so boring. People are like, yeah, you just save. Okay, I'm gonna try to save. Most of us are not saving the amount of money we should be saving, or we're not buying the things that we should be buying, like bonds. You know, you need to be buying assets, okay? A car's not an asset, guys, okay? It's an expense that keeps eating your money every month. Okay, even if you buy it cash, it's better to buy a car cash where you don't have to pay it monthly, but insurance, it depreciates and it gives you more problems than it does, you know? And it doesn't, the value just depreciates over time, so you'll get less out of it even if you try to sell it. But certain things like clothing accounts. Oh, girl, you don't need brand new clothes every day, girls and boys. Okay, y'all not the celebrities. Leave that to celebrities to do. Okay, to wear all that clothes. Oh, maybe wear clothes like once and give it away. Y'all ain't celebrities. Last time I checked your paychecks, look like mine. Stop spending money that you don't have. All right. Second point, unnecessary shopping. Stop shopping unnecessarily. Like, why are you buying? Like, I know I am a shopper. I'm a typical shopper. I will buy and buy and buy and buy. I'm the type of girl who has anything and everything that I want. But truly speaking, do you ever use all these things? Now I do, because I'm just like, I'm not gonna buy something and not, use it. Sometimes I just buy things. Like, I have a whole wax bed that I paid, like, I got it on special for like 4,000 rand. Have I ever used that wax bed? It's been 2 years, honey. What else do I have? I have a wax pot, but I actually go have my Hollywood wax done at the beauty parlor. There's nothing that I didn't want that I didn't get, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But as you grow, you also need to save. You also need to have investments. So cut down on the unnecessary spending. Try to identify loopholes. Are you just buying things for the mere fact of buying and then only using them after 4 or 5 years, or just giving them away? I have a lot of brand new things, even brand new clothes that have been worn now in 2 years. Still got the price tags on them and branded stuff. I'm telling you. But I can't afford to spoil myself. Okay, I am saving money. So here again, it's okay. Here again, not all the time now. And then financial burdens. I would classify these. You need to avoid these as subscriptions to things that don't really give value into your life. They don't bring you any kind of value. Let's say maybe you rent out games, or you have a subscription to access to something that's just not giving you any value. It's more of a luxury, or just like something for entertainment. You need to stop these things where you start paying for things that you don't really need. Or you know how insurances will be like, hello ma'am, calling you from XYZ company. We'd like to offer you some insurance, ma'am. Do you have some time so we can discuss it? And you on the other side like, no ma'am, I don't need that insurance. Tell us why you don't need that insurance. I hate that. I absolutely hate that when these marketing companies call me. They're like, why don't you want what we're offering you? Did I call you? Did I call? No, I didn't, boo. Don't offer me something I didn't want. When they do that, ma'am, we'd like to offer you life cover, or we'd like to give you like insurance on, I don't know, insurance on your house locks, or something stupid like that. You go, no ma'am, I'm not interested, and you drop the phone. That's what you do. Because then you end up start paying for insurances that you actually didn't need. On a serious note, there are people selling insurance here that is just like retarded. Like, I don't need insurance for that. Be like this fridge insurance, mirror insurance, someone breaks into your house and steal the mirror. Girl, someone breaks into my house and steal the mirrors. I'm just gonna buy a new one. I don't need insurance for that. Okay, like, stop with the financial burdens. Like, why are you guys like indulging in this sensational shopping, where people are tricking you, being like, ma'am, you've been paying your accounts, we like this. It always sounds good to have like this insurance, that insurance, this insurance, that. It's not good for your bank account. It's not good for your savings. It's not really good for you, because these things, in essence, don't work out for you. Okay, like, how many times you gonna call an insurance company and claim for like mirrors that was stolen, or curtains and stuff? Come on. Okay, there's certain things you just do not need. Basic things like your car insurance, yes. Okay, and there's always levels to these things. Certain things, just take it out. Last thing you need to do, rethink your lifestyle, boo. Rethink your lifestyle, right? You don't need Starbucks coffee every day, nor do you need to be buying takeaway every day at work. Like, why aren't you carrying a lunchbox, boo? Why are you acting like a celebrity at work? Why are you acting like you got a chef, okay, serving you food all the time? You're cooking back there. You're cooking at home, okay? Now, carry a lunchbox, boo. There's nothing wrong with bringing a home packed lunch. Okay, you're not a tulab, you're not a celeb, nothing. You're nothing special, boo. Okay, carry your lunchbox and save all those coins. So what do you do when you're budgeting? I'm going to try put up a spreadsheet so that we can actually discuss what happens and how you actually draw this budget, or come up with your budget. Like I said, it needs to be let's say I prefer physical copies, right? You can have an electronic copy on an Excel spreadsheet of some kind, and you can have like the different spreadsheets over there representing the different months. You need to have it there. You need to have your fixed costs, your monthly expenses, your fixed costs, your variable costs. Your fixed costs would be your rent. It would be your bond, your car repayments, the things that don't change. When you say fixed, every month they deduct the same amount. Some of you guys have cell phone contracts, okay, and then you have your variable costs. Some of you will have clothing accounts. I don't know why you'll have clothing accounts, but that's what some of you all have, okay. And then you'll have these little odd things, and maybe entertainment. Variable costs change, okay. Maybe you went to the restaurant 3 times this month, and the other month you just don't go. That's on you, but you'll have variable costs, you'll have savings, you also have loans. Some people still have student loans, some people are paying off a debt, maybe they had to take out an emergency loan. And let's get into the actual budget spreadsheet. So this is your typical payday budget on your Excel spreadsheet. So basically, if you can see what's happening there you have your pie, right? The black is just representative of all of your expenses, and the green is your income, or whatever is left of your income. And provided you hadn't added in your expenses, you'd have like a full pie graph that was absolutely green with the available income for spending. So if you have a look at the top there, I've put on the heading, and under summary there's your total monthly income. Let's just say in essence you make 19,450 rand per month, right? And based on what we've put in there, you'll see those are summaries. Your monthly expenses come up to 13,000, and then 13,610, and of your monthly savings you only save 1,750. So in essence you only have 4,090 rand cash lying around, or available for spending. So if we look at your monthly income, you need to separate. When you are budgeting, you need to separate your income sources, or whenever you're getting paid. Some people get paid twice a month. Some people get paid it would be every fortnight, which is every 2 weeks. Some people get paid weekly wages. Some people just get paid a salary, which was once a month. It could also happen that you have 2 jobs. So it's all up to you. So you'll type in there your salary sources, your monthly income. Your first salary maybe would be your basic salary from your normal job. And then let's say you have a side hustle per se. It's either a business, or you do like small work and you get 4,000 out of that. And maybe you have other income. Could be an allowance. It could be anything, right? Maybe you get payment every month from some investment account, and let's say that's 450. So that is your monthly income. That is the total amount of money that you get in every month that is going to allow you to actually spend and meet your needs and your wants. So whenever you are budgeting, I always advise, even if you know you are earning 19,000 rand, I always say to people, when you start budgeting, from let's say 15,000. You're going to say, yes, I get 19,000 rand in total every month, but I'm going to start at the lowest that I can. Let's say 15,000, right? We're just saying, let's say you lose your first income source, or there's a delay in payment. So you never budget the full total. You must always leave a little bit of money for spending after, right? So you'll take your lowest budget, let's say 15,000 rand, right? And then you'll start paying for the things that are necessary. And when we say necessary, it's payments that you cannot avoid. Like, example, your rent or your mortgage, right? Let's say mortgage 2,300. These are odd figures, right? This is obviously not the true to your nature. Everybody's budget is going to differ. Let's say car repayment is 6,000. You might have 3 cars, 1 car. Maybe you drive a really expensive car, and that's why it's 6,000. Car insurance, your mobile phone, maybe you have a contract, your legal insurance, funeral cover, and then I've put it there in vehicle insurance again. Okay, you just have to make sure the things that you cannot run away from are actually budgeted in your fixed costs. Variable costs are costs that are changing, like groceries. You're not going to buy groceries of the same value depending on what you need. Sometimes, maybe this month you spend 2,000 rand. Maybe next month you only spend 500 rand. Maybe you stay at home and you just help out. You don't necessarily need to buy groceries. Then you've got your fuel, because you use your car, and your fuel is dependent. If you are doing too many trips and you're leaving work going elsewhere instead of going home, obviously your fuel costs will be higher this month than they were last month. And then you'd add in every other thing like your restaurants. Some people have credit cards. I don't know why, but yeah, credit cards, and your credit card cost will vary depending on your spending for that month. And then you have loans, right? These are the things that you should be paying off, okay? Like maybe you have a doctor's bill that you didn't settle, or a student loan that you have to cater for every month. I'm not sure if I actually included that in my total, in my graph calculations. If not, please do excuse me for that. And then you have your monthly savings. Like you need to have some kind of savings, and I think I spoke about this in the last video. You need to have maybe a unit trust set up, or some kind of savings where you go to the bank and they do recurring debit order every month, so that it will enable you to spend. So on payday, this is what you do. You sit down and you calculate, this is what I need, this is what I need to pay for. You always do the things that need to be settled. All the other things that are good for leisure, and they don't necessarily have to, they're not financial obligations at the time, you need to budget for last. So you always pay for the things that you need to do, and you write this down. And obviously your spreadsheet at the bottom would have like a label to say July 2020 budget, right? And then once you do your August, your September, November, October, November, you'll be able then to track back, okay, this month I spent 800 in groceries, this month I used 2,000 in fuel, okay. Then you'll be able to actually decide, okay, I need to maybe cut down on traveling too much, because my fuel costs are actually eating up into my money, right? Because the remaining 4,000 is for you to actually save a little bit more, have just extra money if there is an emergency, if there's something that you like to do. Maybe you want to invest in a business. You cannot be living paycheck to paycheck where you have literally no room to move, right? So this is basically how you budget. You start putting the most important things on them. Here and again, your miscellaneous amounts will vary, but you always stick to the plan. You always budget, and this is how you control your spending. If you find that there's a place where you're spending too much, like cosmetic beauty, if you now see that, okay, last month I spent this and it's just ever increasing, that's how you go back and you cut down on certain spending. That's how you control your shopping habits, and that's how you become successful with actually budgeting, moving forward, setting goals. And in each month you'll set goals. Maybe you want to get a bond, or maybe you want to buy something significant, and your budgeting will be the plan on how you actually get that. If you start saving a little bit for certain something, under savings you could have there saving for a new virgin hair unit, or saving for, I don't know, it could be sometimes the goals are bigger. You want to trip overseas, etc. So you always make sure that you're spending accordingly, and that you budgeting will help you spend your money. And guys, you cannot budget money that you don't have. So stop drawing budgets that exceed your income. If you're only earning 16,000, why are you spending 22,000 rand? That's how you get into debt. That's how you start getting loans, or going into your overdrafts, and then you start paying too much interest on it, and then you don't actually see the value for money. And then now we have to start doing a budget plan for someone who's in debt, or getting debt reviewed, etc. So you never spend more than what you have. You always make sure that your budgeting stays within your pie graph, and that your pie graph has a little bit of money left, right? You cannot earn money on the 25th and then on the 27th you are pits broke, or you only have 1,000 rand in your account, okay? And this obviously depends. Some people really don't have that kind of money, and maybe when they're done paying for everything, because they earn that little, they only have like 500 rand. But what I'm trying to say, stop creating habits that are eating up into money that you should have had like laying around in your account just for discipline. Stop sensational shopping, start emotional shopping, start that instant gratification, okay? Don't need Starbucks coffee every day, right? So this is how you do your budgets, and every month they change. Certain things you can start thinking about, like contingency plans. Make sure you have your funeral cover, your medical aids, etc. So to avoid having to take out loans in future. And it also decreases the stress of those kinds of negative events taking place in your life, and you not having an actual contingency plan.